You want to win more games in Zero Build, so today I'm going to let you get a look inside my mind on how I'm able to win games consistently. If you apply everything I'm showing you in this video, you'll not only see drastic improvements in your normal games, but you will learn skills and strategies that will improve your chances of winning ranked matches and even tournaments. I come from a different VR where I personally won a huge amount of top tier tournaments and only recently switched to Fortnite, but implementing my strategies made me climb from bronze to elite in literally just 4 days. So I think I have a unique perspective on how to approach PR games that worked out insanely well for me over the years. My goal is to become the best together with you guys. So what I'm gonna do is jump straight into a game that I won with a good amount of eliminations, and mainly by using the strategies and skills I want to show you made me win a match that would have been lost for sure if I didn't play according to my own plan. This match was insanely sweaty and almost felt like a competitive game. Let's hop into it. First up, just like last time, I decided to drop near a hot drop, in this case Lavish Lair, and I really like this little building here as it has 6 barrels just outside and plenty of loot spawns inside as well. I'm getting 3 chests here, and I end up getting a shotgun, a Thunderburst SMG, as well as a blue Nemesis with optics, full shield, a medkit, and 4 bunkers. This building is super powerful. I open a couple more chests, managed to get an auto shotgun, and this is when I hear steps in this little building here. It comes with a vault. I find a guy right here and notice the third party that's happening. So of course I back out and try to get some distance first. Never get sandwiched if you can avoid it. And yes, sometimes that means running. I get some insane damage on Fushiguro right here, and then finish him off with a little shockwave grenade play. I get scared by the NPC here a little bit, and as I get rid of it, I see more footsteps thanks to my visualized audio. And of course, again, I get into distance because I want to try to get a long range advantage and get some damage on the guy before I push. Thankfully, I hit a nasty headshot and the fight is already over. On the map, I see that somebody already has the medallion, so I always play with that in my mind here. I go for the vault real quick and weirdly enough get literally a perfect Thunderburst SMG with a speed mag, laser, and muzzle brake, and without optics, which is literally exactly how I want it. So slightly lucky there, of course. Also find a Flowberry Fist. Again, this thing is an absolute S tier shielding item and also combines really well with all the movement tools in the game. So when I find it, I always pick it up. At this point, I decide to grab a car because, as I said in my latest Inside My Mind video, or rather the first one, having cars is absolute key to success in Fortnite Zero Build. Portable cover is just too good and you cannot skip it. Always try to get a Jeep because it has more HP and way more gas in the tank. I do see a guy on a hoverboard. Sadly, I cannot hit a snipe, and he comes in with a very nice play where he has his ballistic shield out, making it impossible for me to shoot him while he pushes me. I do get some damage on him and have a very insane high ground on him. However, I notice that I'm getting shot from behind, and again, avoiding third parties, avoiding sandwiches is the most important thing. I take my Jeep and get into distance to make sure this doesn't happen to me. The other guy used this opportunity to get out of the low ground, back on the high ground where I was before, and I hit him with a nice snipe in the back, forcing him to slide back down into the bush, and I almost hit him with a very nice snipe here, but barely miss him. And we have a very aggressive player on us here that decides to jump straight into this, despite risking getting third party himself here, which is an absolutely insanely bad play of him. However, I react thanks to my Jeep, get in distance, try to get some damage on him, but once I notice he continues pressing, I use a shockwave grenade to get back into cover. This guy seems to be fighting anything that moves. And as I hear more shots, I try to see if I can get a snipe in. Don't find an angle right away, and I continue playing careful here. I know there's multiple people around as I hear multiple gunshots from multiple people. And again, I know I'm repeating myself. However, that's what training is. Repeat tasks until you do it automatically while playing. I feel multiple people being in a fight with me, I back out. The last thing I want, again, is getting third party. I saw another Jeep at the gas station, head over and take it real quick before I decide to start pushing the guy with the medallion. Getting a medallion is key for winning games, as it secures you half shield for the rest of the game. I want to annoy this guy a little bit and take out his tire to lower his mobility a little bit and keep pressing. I spot this guy at the train station and try to go for a fight. However, he does a very good play, ignores me and charges straight for my car. I instantly react and shoot the tires again, getting rid of 2 of them and lowering his movement again. I use this chance to quickly get on the high ground and get a little bit of damage on him as he goes into yet another car. What is my first reaction? I go for the tires, of course. Lower his movement. I get 2 tires yet again, and this guy is 100% annoyed by me at this point. However, he did play it really nicely and got away with his life. In the distance, I see that he got yet another car, and guess what? I take out a tire. It is kind of bullying at this point, not gonna gonna lie. But I notice a guy right next to me on the high ground. I try one snipe, but the moment I don't hit it, I retreat into cover, as this high ground will be insanely hard for me to push. However, luckily, I hear that these guys are fighting on this hill, and I use my insane combo of the Flowberry Fist combined with the Shockwave Grenade to do a super jump, which pushes me straight on top of the hill. I switch to my burst, instantly hit it for full damage, and take this guy out of the game. A perfectly executed third party. And of course, I switch to the TMNT movement, as in my opinion, it is the best movement in the game right now, since it comes with charges on a decent cooldown and has two different types of movement, as well as the double jump, of course. I get a medallion from the other guy and a legendary sniper rifle. My gear is insanely good at this point. When I missed it at the start, I also pick up the legendary auto shotgun from the other guy. It doesn't get much better. Next up, I see two medallions outside of the zone, and I know these guys have to go to me. I tried it the first guy with a snipe, can't reach him barely twice, so I decide to take the high ground that these guys have to cross if they want to get to the zone. My play right now is to gatekeep them and try to eliminate both before they make it into the zone, and best case, of course, get the medallions. This guy is smart and goes for another car, and sadly I missed the try this time. However, the other guy is not as lucky, and I have the perfect position to hit him with 53 damage here. I wish it was more, but this is all the advantage I need to do the push. However, the moment I try pushing, I noticed that somebody else was camping this bush already, and knowing I have two enemies right next to me, I immediately turn around and dash out. I know I have a very weak low ground right now, so I need bonus movement. Use my fizz just to get the bonus jump, and double dash for an insane distance, allowing me to rotate into the zone far away from the two guys that were right next to me a moment ago. Unluckily, there's a guy in a car right here, and I dash to the next cover. I try to get some damage on him in the car, but the moment I notice I failed, I go straight back into cover. I'm not risking my life in a 50-50 fight, shotgun versus shotgun. As I prepare for another super jump, I notice there's a rift right on me, and of course I use that to rotate into the zone, as the next zone is insanely far away from me. The ruins make for perfect cover, and I decide to wait right underneath this roof right here. I know multiple people are still outside the zone, and I have some really good angles right under this roof. I spot one guy pushing me with a car, and I decide not to engage him, as I just don't see a way to get a clean advantage on him while he is this close in his car. So instead, I wait, hear a guy sniping, and instantly hit him with a nice headshot. At the same time, I hear somebody flying in above me, try to snipe, but sadly cannot hit it. I spot another guy, try to snipe him a couple times, sadly can't land any damage, as I check the zone and see that yet again, it's the furthest away possible for me. And as I rotate, I see another guy gatekeeping me from the zone. I know there's no way around fighting this guy, and he has a huge positional advantage. All that helps me now is a well-placed snipe. Luckily, I hit the headshot. This allows me to continue moving towards the zone here, and as I find two bunkers, I decide it's time to drop my sniper rifle. As I see in the next zone, there's almost no cover left at all, and without bunkers, I will be in big trouble. And this is what I was talking about in my latest video. Sometimes, even if it hurts, it is the right play to drop the snipe for bunkers in the late game. I use my insane movement to get into the zone, and I'm forced to use a bunker as I hear shots coming from all directions. This bunker is keeping me in the game right now. Without it, I am dead for sure. I do some poke damage on long range, and yes, of course, if I had a sniper rifle, I could potentially get rid of a couple players here. However, there's no way I'm ever dropping my Thunderburst SMG, as I 100% will need my shotgun and my Thunderburst SMG for the final 1v1. I keep poking as I notice that the zone again is as far away as possible from me, and getting 3 unlucky zones like this in a row will usually mean it's game over. However, my Fizz plus TMNT combo does give me so much movement that I can rotate even without a car. I wait as long as I can before I make my super jump, and sadly I don't quite make it to the other side, and somebody is camping the bush straight ahead of me. I damage him a little bit, but it's time to use my bunker. I try to place it in a way that actually covers me. However, sadly it bugs out a little bit and gets dropped down straight into the water, where I have absolutely no cover, forcing me to dash out. And at this point, I am certain that I'm about to die. I go down to 3 HP before I use my movement in a desperate attempt to get some cover, and thankfully I find this rock right here, allowing me to fizz up and get back to 133 HP. Right now my play is to lay low and try to wait out as many fights as possible. One guy dies, and I notice the other two are fighting, and after getting 2 charges that allow me to get on the high ground, I know it is time to push. I charge up and immediately get rid of the guy on the high ground, shield, leaving me on a supreme position in this final 1v1. This guy has no cover at all, and I get huge damage on him, allowing me to get the epic victory royale. This match was an absolute banger, honestly. I cannot believe we came back at the end there. I thought I'm dead for sure, but again, I feel like this was a perfect showcase of some more strategies and skills that can help you win more games. Guys, I'm still a very small channel. It is my dream to change it. If you enjoyed the video or appreciate the effort I put into it, and best case wanna see my future videos, leave a like and subscribe, guys. I really like doing these videos, but of course I need to do the videos that perform best for my channel. So if you wanna see more, like the video, as this helps me with the YouTube algorithm and allows me to post more of these. Thank you guys for watching. I can recommend checking out my latest video where I talk about the Thunderburst SMG one more time. Since we got so many patches, multiple events that brought mystical items, as well as a shift in meta, I can 100% recommend watching that video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.